questions.
Thank you both for your testimony. At this point, we're going to do the question and answer section. I'll start with 5 minutes of questions, then Senator Rosen, and then we'll go back and forth. And we have a number of senators who are going to be stopping by, so we may move things around a bit to make sure everybody gets to ask their questions. So I'll start with you, Mr. Borkert. What is the current status of the State Department's CT programming in the region, and how does it align with the administration's approach to counterterrorism?
Yes, thank you for that question, Senator. Right now, we have roughly about $34 million of ongoing programs. They are primarily focused on aviation security, crisis response, border security, and counter-terrorist funding. This is aligned with this administration as it really is focused on protecting the homeland first. And so that's our number one objective, and that's really what our programs that we are investing in currently aim to do.
And if you look at the partnerships, in particular with Morocco, Tunisia, and Egypt as examples, what are cases where this positive counterterrorism partnership has yielded real results? Can you point out some specific examples?
Yes, Senator, I can. Thank you for that question. I think when it comes to Morocco, we see that they are becoming a net exporter of counterterrorist capability, particularly because of some of the training that they've been doing in the Sahel. If you look at Egypt, they have a counterterrorism training center focused on counter IEDs, and they have also been training African partners in order to be able to do that. On Tunisia, the example I stated in my opening testimony, they have a curriculum that they have been able to provide assistance, again, to African countries to their south.
Thank you. And Mr. Palladino, in what ways has the CT programming helped preserve space and access for diplomacy in countries like Algeria and Tunisia during these periods of internal instability?
Thank you, Senator. That's an important question. Finding areas on which we have common ground and finding areas in which we can cooperate together, despite other differences in views, is essential to advancing American interests. So the way we approach our diplomacy is done in a way in which we seek to emphasize what do we share in common and what goals are we trying to achieve together. Counterterrorism has proven to be extremely reliable in North Africa. It's something that we find eager partners willing to work with us. Thank you.
Now, I want to ask a specific question about Egypt. Mr. Palladino, while Egypt has experienced a general decline in violent terrorist actions over the last decade, they still face numerous threats such as ISIS Sinai, instability in Libya, conflict in Sudan. How is Egypt managing these threats, and how are we supporting those efforts?
Thank you, Senator. Well, as you mentioned, they've largely defeated the ISIL Sinai Peninsula group, formerly known as ABM, as well as Harakat Sawad Misr and Al-Qaeda affiliated groups. They, before we did, designated the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization, and they welcomed our designation as well as validation of their longtime determination that the Muslim Brotherhood promotes extremism and destabilization that threatens our security and sovereignty. So they've been strong partners in that regard. They've also built the Sahel and Sahara Counterterrorism Center in Cairo. That's promoting counterintelligence sharing. That's been effective by our estimation, and they're doing their part as well to take on more of the burden sharing necessary to combat terrorism in the Sahel. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Senator.